Move to matters in the Middle East because as Israel has resumed its deadly strike in Gaza, the spokesperson of the Office of the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights said hundreds were killed in the airstrikes and selling in Gaza. Mamadi Baro has more details of that in this report.
Israel has declared the ceasefire in Gaza over with a surprise wave of devastating airstrike in Gaza on Tuesday that killed more than 400 Palestinians, as it vows to force Hamas to release more hostages and relinquish control of the territory. Hamas insisted on sticking to the original terms of the deal, which was supposed to enter its second phase at the beginning of the month. That phase reportedly envisioned Israel fully withdrawing from Gaza and agreeing to permanently end the war in exchange for the release of the remaining living hostages. Speaking at the bi-weekly news briefing in Geneva, the spokesperson for the Office of the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, Tamim Al-Kitan, states that this latest airstrike by Israel will cause more tragedy. He mentions that the last 18 months of violence have made abundantly clear that there is no military path out of this crisis.
We are horrified by last night's Israeli airstrikes and shelling in Gaza, which killed hundreds, according to the Ministry of Health in the Strip. This will add tragedy onto the tragedy. Israel's resort to yet more military force will only heap further misery upon a Palestinian population already suffering catastrophic conditions.
Ajit Sunge, head of the Office for the Occupied Palestinian Territory, joining remotely from Amman, also states that they are again witnessing the scenes of mutilated bodies of children and bodies wrapped in shrouds.
We're again seeing the scenes of mutilated bodies of children and bodies wrapped in shrouds. It is unacceptable, even unimaginable, to once again find ourselves talking about this instead of supporting a path towards meaningful recovery and sustainable peace. Simply, this violence and the killing must stop immediately. The hostages must be released. Those arbitrarily detained must also be freed.
This latest attack broke a period of relative quiet during the Muslim holy month of Ramadan and increased fears that the 17-month conflict, which has claimed tens of thousands of Palestinian lives and left Gaza in ruins, will resume in full. While Israel signed on to the ceasefire deal, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu long insisted that Israel will not end the war until Hamas' governing and military capabilities have been destroyed. Accordingly, Israel refused to hold serious talks regarding the terms of Phase 2, which were supposed to begin on February 3rd. Reporting for Eyeafrica News, I am Mamadi.